I want you to imagine two people sitting at a kitchen table in their late 40s. Same neighborhood, same city, same decade of working hard. One of them is quietly planning a trip to Italy next spring, doing the math on retiring at 58 and sleeping well at night. The other one is quietly doing a different kind of math. Try to figure out how they ended up with $140,000 in retirement savings at 47 years old, a house full of nice furniture, and a mortgage that doesn't end for another 18 years. Same income, same starting point, completely different financial lives. The only real difference? The house they chose to buy 10 years ago. They did what everyone told them was the right move. They bought the bigger house. Hit subscribe right now. We break down the financial decisions that quietly shape your entire future, and this channel will change how you think about wealth. Here's what nobody tells you when you're standing in a 4-bedroom house with high ceilings and a big backyard, imagining your life inside it. The mortgage payment is not the price of the house. The mortgage payment is roughly 50 to 60% of what that house will actually cost you every single year. Property taxes, utility bills that scale with every square foot, maintenance costs that show up like clockwork, insurance premiums that quietly double over a decade. On a $500,000 home versus a $300,000 home, those hidden costs add up to roughly $8,400 a year, beyond the mortgage difference. That's $700 a month in costs that never appear in the calculation your lender runs before approving your loan. The bank approves you. You sign the papers and you move in, and only then does the full price of the decision start showing itself. Every dollar that goes into the bigger house is a dollar that doesn't go into your investment accounts. That $700 monthly difference, invested consistently over 25 years, doesn't become $210,000. It becomes close to $700,000. Buying the bigger house typically means putting down $30,000 to $50,000 more at closing. Money that left a compound would have grown to $400,000 on its own. But here's the mechanism that almost nobody talks about, the psychological trap. The bigger house doesn't just cost more money. It changes your behavior with money. Your old furniture suddenly looks wrong. The couch that filled your last living room looks lost in the new space. The backyard needs landscaping. Each room needs its own bedroom set. Your car starts to feel like it doesn't fit the driveway. The house becomes a gravitational center around which every other spending decision orbits, and you never see it happening. Consider someone like Sarah. She bought a 4-bedroom colonial in suburban Boston in 2012. She made $170,000 a year, so the mortgage felt manageable. She'd worked hard. She felt like she'd earned something nice. 10 years later, she's 53 years old with $210,000 saved for retirement. Her house is worth nearly $1 million on paper, but she owes $320,000 on it. If she bought a modest condo instead and invested the difference, she'd have roughly $800,000 in investment accounts right now. Instead, she has $210,000. That $590,000 gap is her retirement. It's the decade of freedom she won't get back. She's now planning to work until 67 instead of 60. The house didn't feel like it was eating her retirement. It felt like success. The biggest house you can afford is not a financial goal. It is a financial anchor. Set your housing budget at 60 to 70% of what the bank will approve. That gap, that difference is your wealth. The couple who chose a smaller house didn't do it because they couldn't afford more. They did it because they understood what the bigger house would actually cost them, compounded across 30 years of life. That decision gets made today, not at retirement. Subscribe. Share this with someone who is about to sign mortgage documents. And watch the next video on this channel, because this is where your financial future actually begins.